Hey y'all, here's what's next for enlightenment and autonomy. We're going to be reading Descartes' Meditations. I'm going to be reading it out of here, but there's a link in the syllabus to where you can find it online for free. No worries. This is a great book. Now, it's a little funny, maybe, to try to fit this into a course on enlightenment and autonomy. I mean, it's not, but this book ends up being very much about physics, or about the metaphysics underlying a certain kind of metaphysics. It's a little weird, but one of the big reasons that I want to put it here, well, there's two reasons. One, necessary background for reading Spinoza's Ethics. Spinoza's Ethics and Plato's Cave are the two texts that I really want to build this enlightenment and autonomy course around, right? So we'll be reading Spinoza's Ethics in detail, and we really can't do that without having this background in Descartes. We'll also read a little bit of Spinoza's TTP, Tractatus Theologico-Politicus. There's selections in here. The ethics we can find online, and I'll make sure that we can get the selections from here, from the TTP, for you on our syllabus somehow. No problem. I don't want you to spend any money on books or anything, if you don't want to. The other reason Descartes fits in here really nicely, actually, is if this is maybe, if you're early in your philosophical studies, Descartes' Meditations is just a wonderful book to read and dissect as a philosophical practice, and to meditate along with Descartes about what we can know and how, and what that means for our metaphysics, what that means for our understanding of the universe. It's really helpful. We're not necessarily going to become Cartesians, although in a sense we kind of still are Cartesians. This is a very influential book. It does inform so much of Western thought that comes after. So we're going to start with Meditations 1 and 2. Here, Descartes begins this journey of evaluating all of his beliefs to see which, if any, are really immune from any doubts, that he thinks we can know because they're indubitable, and which we can doubt. He says we need to take this inventory. Now, watch out. He's not trying to get you to doubt everything. He's trying to get you to go through this exercise so we can recognize about our beliefs which are firm and solid, and which maybe are unfounded. Maybe we'll see that there's some way to found them. Maybe there's some way where it's still reasonable to believe these things, but we want to go through this exercise to see where certainty lies first and foremost. And there's a lot of depth in this text. The historical context really changes the interpretation, but it is actually really engaging. You're able to meditate along with him and go through these arguments and think for yourself, and you'll probably get off board pretty quick. Probably around meditation 3, we're just like, it's kind of with you for a while, but now I think you're making some leaps. I think maybe you're making some mistakes. That's good. We should do that. But it doesn't really change the power of this text. So I'm excited to look at it, and in our lectures, we'll make sure that we give that historical background that can really show you not just what the arguments and the steps taken in that text are, but how significant they are and how they really play a role in the scientific revolution, in modern thought becoming modern. All right, so that's where we're going. I'm excited. The Meditations is a delight to read, and follow along with us. And if you're maybe not super interested in Descartes, but you really want to know more about Spinoza, read Descartes anyway, because you're gonna need to.